Welcome in, everybody. How was everyone's day? We have April Rose in the studio today. She's going to be visiting with us, and we're going to let some people jump on here, April. Great. Before we kick things off, how was your day?
Cold.
Very cold.
Very cold. Still cold.
Very cold. Do we have some viewers on there?
2 right now.
2. We'll let some more jump in here. Because it has been snowy here at home. And cold. And I'm ready for summer again.
I think it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, thankfully.
I'm ready for riding weather.
Yeah.
And not the New Year's riding weather.
I was just thinking that.
I'm ready for warm weather, riding weather.
For sure.
All right, April. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh, that's always the hardest question. I don't know. I never know how to answer that question. April Rose. I just got into this whole off-road thing, I guess about 4 years ago. Had never been on a 4-wheeler side by side. Nothing. Had never been muddy. Ever. Until about 4 years ago, my brother invited Nathan and I to ride at the place, it's not there anymore. Hillbilly Ranch over in Illinois.
Never heard of it.
I liked it, but they closed down. But anyway, we rode and just immediately got hooked on just riding and on trail riding. And then our friend Brian Kilbroutner found us a 4-wheeler, a Sportsman, and Nathan and I, started on that and just played on it on the trails, learning. He was much better going up hills and things like that than I am. I like to go really fast. He likes to go really slow.
Hey, Terry. Terry said hi.
Hi. But he could do all the hills and things better than I can. So, but like I said, I like to go really fast. He liked to go much slower than I. So we kind of separated, and he got separated rides, I should say, and he got a side-by-side, which we did for trying as well.
And what was the name of that side-by-side?
The Cougar Uber.
Lots of memories with the Cougar Uber.
Right. Yeah. And then we just kind of grew from there and got rid of the Sportsman. Dan's daughter's riding it now.
Yes,
Hopefully.
Dan Anderson's daughter, is it?
Lexi's
the
got,
oldest.
yeah, Lexi's got it. And I think it's too big of a 4-wheeler currently for some of the kids' races. It's too much horsepower, whatever. But hopefully we get to see her race it at some point.
I think she will. I know she'll get out there and do it.
Yeah. So,
hey, Shannon. We are doing well. We are cold, but we're staying warm. Oh, hi, Cody. Sorry. So, you also have kids and a family.
Yeah, I got 3 kids and 3 son-in-laws and 3 grandbabies and another one on the way. And yeah, it's exciting. Yeah.
Little girl, right?
Hey, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Yes, another girl. We have girls in my family. Boys just kind of don't exist. one grandson, but I think it was a fluke. Everybody has girls. Yeah.
Awesome. So, what is some of your upcoming plans?
We've got the ride on New Year's Eve. We're looking forward to freezing it.
Forward to that.
But the Jimmy Dean's, events are always great. My second favorite, of course, the Meadow event. So that, and then I guess we start back with the Meadow series. Missouri Meadows, what, in May? April, May, I think.
March. The Mud Man's on here himself. He can tell us.
When's
your first event?
I thought it was April for some reason, like in the month of April.
Yes, I thought April, March.
Hey, there's Austin.
Hi, Cece. Hey, Austin. So I know that, I don't know if a lot of people know, but you don't have a side-by-side, right?
Yeah. So Nathan blew up the Cougar Uber, caught it on fire.
I'll never forget that.
Caught on fire, flames everywhere. So we took the insurance money, sat on it for a minute because the original plans were to we were so done with repairs and stuff with the Cougar Uber and the Sportsman because we bought them used. Who knows what they've been through, right?
Yes.
And when I tell you I'm put more money into new engines in the last couple years than I care to admit, I definitely did.
Between side by side
Between
and
side by side,
four-wheelers?
yeah, four-wheeler, yes, the whole thing. So the plan was to kind of save up a little bit from what we got back on the insurance from it catching on fire and totaling out, and buy something brand new, no payments, just that we're first owners and all of that. But things change, and so I decided to go ahead and get something not too long ago when your dad went with me to
maybe a month and a half ago.
yeah, it's not been very long. And then your dad came with me and checked it all out and got a great deal. Got quite a bit of money knocked down off of it for me, so
Yes.
appreciated that. And yeah, I've not actually been able to drive it.
So you're the new owner of a
Oh, I'm sorry, it's an X3.
Can-Am
Can-Am X3 RR, yeah. So it's gorgeous.
and it has a
gorgeous.
beautiful wrap on it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I can't wait to.
So do you plan on racing it?
That's the question I keep getting asked. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I don't feel like I can compete. It's a fast machine, but I don't feel like it's a machine I can compete with in the turbo class against your dad and Nick and Shago and
Missouri Mutters is having women's races this year.
So ladies races, I probably will in the ladies races. And we'll just play it by ear on the other stuff. I get a hair and
Listen,
go for it.
I go out there in my little engine that could,
Yeah,
and I know I don't have a chance, but I still do it. For fun.
yeah. Well, the other part is every time we race, we break something, and unless your dad wants to be my permanent mechanic on everything, I don't know.
I'm sure you don't mind.
So I'd like to keep one machine,
Yes.
active and going at all times, and the Outlander, that's my racing, that's my fun bike. So.
Yes, that Outlander, it is fast.
She's fast. She is fast.
So fast. Do you have a name for it? I'm just curious because I've never really heard you say if you had a name for it.
Well, I think so. Krusty Terry's has been came up. Let's see, how did that go about? Keith came up with. It was Keith. Keith came up with the name High Heeled Cheetah, and then Krusty came up with the High Heeled sequence cheetah that's on the side.
Yes,
of
if
the-
you guys haven't seen on her Outlander where you step onto it, there is a rhinestone high heel
on each side.
on each side of it.
Yeah. So Krusty drew that up for me, and we got that on there. And it's kind of this whole thing. Everything about my racing career, if you want to call it that, has been a group effort by far. So
We definitely have a good off-road family,
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah.
So Josh says that April 16th through 19th at Pikes and March 27th through 28th in Oklahoma at a new location.
Oh,
so we'll let the
fun.
cat out of the bag.
well, then I guess we're starting in March. So that's exciting. Even
I'd say
earlier.
I was thinking March, but I wasn't really sure.
Awesome. Good.
So who is probably one of your biggest inspirations in the racing community?
So, and I'm just going to say this because he was one of the first people that I really saw and just kind of, focused in on racing. Because like I said, when my brother got us kind of started into this thing, we were just trail riding and stuff. We were at all of the events, and it wasn't until an event in, I think it was in Arkansas, and I don't know if it was Carter's or Greasy. I want to say it was Greasy. And we really, until that event, didn't stand around and watch the events. We hadn't really met all of you guys
Was
yet.
that the event when it was pouring down rain?
I think it did start raining later in that weekend. But when we met Cece and Josh at a gas station, I think in Poplar Bluff area or something.
You know, I remember this because Cece was just the other day. It popped up on her memories,
Yeah.
and it was you guys at the gas station. She's like, "That's where we met April and Nathan."
Yeah. So and they let us follow behind them in caravan to the park, which good thing because we had awful truck trouble getting there. But anyway, we get there and Keith Anderson. So Keith and Andrea and Bobby Ballman, they had messaged in I think the Mutters group. They were new to it as well or whatnot and didn't know anybody yet, and they messaged in there that they were coming and Anyway, we got to talking, and I saw them. We saw them at the park, introduced ourselves, and for whatever reason, I wanted to stay and watch Keith and Bobby race. So we watched, and I think ATVs were first that Friday night. And I'm telling you, from that first time I saw Keith on that bike, I was hooked. Like I wanted to be at all the events. And then we got to be friends with everybody.
Was that when he had Sarge?
He did not have
Oh,
Sarge
Sarge.
yet. He didn't have my bike yet either, the Outlander. He had the other one that ended up rolling down the hill or whatever in West Virginia or whatever. And anyway, he moved up since then or whatnot. But I think he's on here somewhere. But
Hey,
he can probably
Travis.
tell you.
Hey, Maggie. Maggie says you're definitely going to be racing the X.
In the women's races for sure, I think. But yeah, so, but no, Keith was definitely my inspiration to get going in it. And then just from there, learning about everybody else's races and then watching the side-by-sides and your dad and Nick and everyone. I can't pick anyone else, everybody's kind of grouped together. And then I've got you, and I think you probably inspired, and I'm not saying that because you're sitting here, but you probably inspired me more in the female racing aspect of it than anyone else, because we connected right away. And I don't know, we've just always kind of been there egging each other on.
Wherever I'm at, April's probably there too, so you can't miss us.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think one of the toughest obstacles you faced?
Racing?
Yes.
Turning.
Yes, I feel you. I totally agree.
I can go straight really, really fast, but I have a hard time turning.
So just, to kind of throw funny out there, if you really want to, can we talk about at Nick and Maggie?
Yeah, well, so I'm thinking about that right now as well. I was practicing.
I know that's what you're thinking about.
Yeah. But I've gone out to Nick and Maggie's house to practice, actually. There's CC for that April event. Yeah. Good. I had gone out to Nick and Maggie's house to practice. Literally went there to practice just turns because I was not comfortable on it and really felt like I had to slow down. I've always felt like that bike is so fast going straight that I can't slow down fast enough to be comfortable turning. And then I'm too slow because I've now had to slow down too fast, and I can't slow. Anyway, so I went down there to practice, and Maggie helped me a ton with that. Like she really helped me a lot out there in the field doing that. And then T-Dog later that evening was out there helping me as well, and he helped a lot. And I did exactly what he said, but somehow in doing that and learning how to let my rear end slide around on me around the turns. My rear end came off that rear end, and I came right over. So
I wasn't there, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
And you were pretty banged up.
Yeah, I sure was.
Pretty banged up.
I sure was. But it happens. So
I agree with you on the turning because my buggy does not like to turn.
Yeah.
Barrels are the death of me because it just wants to roll over.
Right, and it's different, right? In the side by side versus four wheeler.
Oh,
so
sure.
I've turned that Cougar over multiple times, and I really it didn't bother me. I hated that I did it, but I was okay. Whatever, turn me over and let's go. That four wheeler is a different story.
Yes.
Come on. So no roll cage to save you.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm so glad you have a roll cage. You make me a nervous wreck on that four wheeler.
Yeah, I know.
So let everybody know kind of what type of racing you do, because you do different
well,
things.
I guess my passion or what I like the best is the drag racing. That's what this bike was made for. Keith got it set up perfectly for the drag strip, and it just excels at that. Now I know that it will do just as well because I've seen it. I've seen Keith on it in action on the turn and burns, on the what's the other one? The barrel races or whatnot. Yeah, it's perfect for that. Now it's not a mud bike. I can't go in the mud at all in it. It just won't take the mud. But that. So, I mean, I've done some obstacle type courses in that, but again, that always has some aspect of mud in it, and I can't get very deep in the mud in that bike.
So I always drag you with me, everywhere.
Right.
And, I don't know that if Maggie knows yet, but she just put OPE on the screen.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And April will be there with me.
Yes.
So we will be at OPE in January, the second weekend of January. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't. We're also going to New Year's because, like I said, usually where I'm at, April's there too.
Yeah.
Travis Shoemaker.
Yeah. So those crazy. Yeah, they were there a long time and all the way on the whole side.
How do you hope to inspire? As you know, I'm about the younger generation, and we have a lot of girls in the family. I mean, you've seen them firsthand, not only our family, but Dan has little girls.
Right.
How do you hope to inspire them?
Just by showing to go do it, no matter how old you are. Because there's very few female four-wheeler racers, and there's none as old as me, I don't think. So when you're this old or as young as Lexi, let's not go there. I'm a grandma, so there's that. But yeah, so there's no age doesn't matter really. I mean, I don't feel as old as I actually am, and even Dan's youngest kids, they've been out there racing in some of those kids' races. So, and I think what the youngest is 6, something like that. So I don't think there's an age.
Yeah.
Just go do it. No regrets. Try it.
Yes, I agree. I mean, we have a lot of the kids, and I throw them in my buggy.
Yeah.
Josh don't let him race it because it's a 1,000, but
Right,
we still
right,
let him
sure.
in it.
Right. But you only regret, well, you don't try, I guess. So, try it. See if it's for you.
I mean, they've all loved it. But let me tell you, their parents never get in there with them. I'm always the one that they make get in there with them.
Yeah.
I guess some motivational advice. What's one piece of advice you give to someone chasing their dreams?
Just that, to go do it.
Do it.
I mean, yeah, like I said, you only regret what you don't try. Just see if it's for you. Go do it.
How do you stay focused when life gets overwhelming?
Who said I do? I'm not sure that I'm the right one to answer that. I don't know. I think I've learned. I was in my head a lot last year. So again, new to this, right? And trail race the first 2 years. I've only been racing for 2 years. I think I got that bike from Keith not even 2 years ago. And that was really the first time I raced. Arkansas was the first.
When we raced together, the women's?
Yeah.
At Carter's?
Yeah, and women's at Carter's. And, I forgot. I don't know. I mean, tell me again what you actually asked me. I'm going to go off on some other tangent.
How do you stay focused? When life gets
See?
overwhelming?
Not focused.
She does it.
Like I said, I'm not the person to ask that to. But I've learned from that. So I've only been racing a couple of years, right? And so I've learned as I've gone. And there for a while, I would get in my head. Like I would psych myself out. And more times than I can count, Keith has said, stop. Just stop. You're overthinking it.
I told you the same
Yeah,
thing.
you have to. Stop. Just go have fun.
But I get it because when I go to get in my buggy, I'm a nervous wreck.
And I think that's okay, right? So you should be nervous. It doesn't mean anything to you if you're not nervous. If it's important to you, it will make you nervous, period.
Absolutely.
But I saw Travis Shoemaker on here. When I first heard of his
New bike?
the Banshee Killer which is what I call it. I don't know, but the Banshee Killer machine. I until he got that machine, I was dominating the four-wheelers other than the Banshees, and I got in my head about his machine, and it's not all about the machine. It's not all about being the fastest machine, because your reaction time has a lot to do with it. The way there's so much more into it. And I was so into my head on a couple of those races right after that I failed, and it had nothing to do with my bike or who I was racing against or anything like that. I was in my head and not having fun. So
I definitely know how
Yeah.
that goes.
Now
because
it's about having fun.
that's all that.
Right.
Yep, that's all that matters.
Some of the
I believe is Autumn Jour.
Oh, that's my kid.
I look like your grandma.
Yeah, well, thank you. My friend Christy.
Christy says awesome.
Yeah. So I will tell you that one of my favorite races, I think was the last one. No, I know it was the last race at Pikes this year, the last event at Pikes.
Yeah, she
And-
got to race the yellow one.
Yeah. Oh my God. So Jeff Ross, like I just think he's wonderful. He's one of the best four-wheeler racers out there that there is. And I made it to that Friday night there were so many
It was a lot.
four-wheelers racing, and I made it to the finals. I think I was in the top 4, and I think it was Jeff and Bobby Ballman with his new
Yes,
bike as well, which
Yes,
is
he did
crazy
just
fast.
got the bike back.
Yep. And Travis and myself. And luckily I got to race against Jeff. And I 100% knew I was going to lose. And I was so happy to lose against him.
You know, though, when we watched the video, it really wasn't by much, April.
Oh, that felt like
You
it was
said
one.
that.
I tell you what, though, I've never been so happy to lose. It was so great just to race beside him. It
Yes,
was
that
wonderful.
was awesome.
Yeah.
I remember that race. That was awesome. What do you love most about off-roading? Whether it be racing or just trail riding or getting to hang out with everybody.
The people I've met, but hands down, just the family that we've created from this world.
How does it make you feel when you're out there riding or racing?
I was excited, and I think that's another reason I really prefer the four-wheeler over the side-by-side. I
Hey
like
girl, I'm glad you caught it. We can't wait to have you on here. I know we've talked about it.
I like the freedom of the four-wheeler. I like being out. You know what I mean? Outside of the roll cage, just the freedom and the excitement of just going. So
Absolutely.
heck yeah.
Someone wants to know about the Lincoln County Fair crazy. My mom wants to know about the Lincoln County Fair craziness, the flips, the course, and getting scolded by Keith.
All right, remind me.
Sir Dyke. This was the one.
Oh my gosh.
This was the one in Farmington, Missouri. The course was crazy. The hills for the four wheelers were straight up like this.
Yeah.
I mean, there was.
And I was totally out of my element on that. Again, it was more about seat time, and that for me, it was not something I was.
You were out of it. Remember, I was on the little
I
Honda
know.
450.
Yeah, yeah.
420.
But you did great. You beat
Oh
me.
no, it was bad.
No, you and I
It was
raced
so
against
scary.
each other, and
Yeah.
you beat me on your Honda
It
400
was
or whatever
scary.
that
That
is.
was scary.
Yeah, it was, and I again, it's not something I know how to do, but I wanted to try, and luckily we had Keith there, giving us some pointers.
It was definitely fun,
the
but
flips were
it
crazy.
was very intense.
Pops flipped off the
Yes.
four-wheeler.
Josh says we're splitting up the ATV classes this year. Utility machine and sport quad will be much more fair.
Love it, love
this year
it.
coming
Yeah.
up. That's awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'll never beat a Banshee or a Banshee killer. So it'll be fun to be able to race each other, and Dan and I and John Fox and
Yeah.
all of us we're a little more even.
I think that's like the best part, and what I enjoy most is getting to do it with everybody else.
For sure.
We have my aunt. We have
Austin too. I saw Austin Wilcox on here as well. He's an up and coming four-wheeler racer. That this splitting up the class like that, that's going to give people like him to
yes, and I
an
think it'll
advantage.
get more people involved. I mean, just like how we split up the non-turbo and the turbo class, and I feel like we had quite a bit non-turbos.
Yeah, it's a little disheartening to always go up against a Banshee when you don't. I say you don't stand a chance, but again, it goes back to the other stuff around it, the reaction time. Now I've beaten Banshees all because you got to pay attention and
Yeah, or
but
that
they break.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
Who is that? What's
Mud Monster.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. But I think too, like with the side, I mean, that's how I was with the side by sides, when we were racing against Dad's buggy or Nick's buggy or James's buggy. You know, they're the only chance I had at that line was if they blew a bell.
100%, and that's what I was
Or
saying.
if I took off and they chased me.
Yeah.
You know, I still got out there and did it because I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
I think it's gonna bring a lot more people in.
Yep, for sure.
That is
Cody, yeah, freedom of the four-wheel. It's just, I don't know, something exhilarating about it. I don't know that I can ever give it up. I don't know that I'm going to be able. This is going to be a telling year for me. Whether it's, I don't know that I was really even going to continue, but my family won't let me stop.
We will,
So, right.
and your family will,
Right. But
and
we'll
we'll all
see.
be there to support you.
Yeah.
Every one of us. Let's see. What's something you've learned about yourself through off-roading?
And I can do more than I thought I could do. And honestly, it's not even about the racing part of it. I've always known I can drive fast. You can see all the speeding tickets in my life to know that.
Listen, I can vouch for that because I rode with her to Carter's, and
Yeah.
whether it's either speeding or she just wants to stop in the middle of the road to change her music.
Yeah. It happens. I know.
It happens. And not only does she do that in the car, she does it on her four-wheeler in the middle of a trail too.
Constantly. Luckily, Nathan got me that button.
Yes, he
in the
did.
radio station. But things that you don't think about, like hitching the truck to the trailer. When I tell you I've never even gotten dirty, I have absolutely never hitched a truck to the trailer. And it's not something I thought I could do. I can do that now. I can load the machines myself. I can strap them down myself. May not be great, but I can do it in a pinch. Haven't quite mastered the whole backing the trailer up situation.
I got you, girl. I got you.
But those are kind of my what I'm focusing on right now. Yeah.
Shane Washburn. That's
Hey.
one of your competitors.
Yeah. I
He
raced
said y'all
against
were
Shane
local
not too
people.
long ago at
And what did he tell you? That Outlander
he said
is
that
fast.
Outlander in not so many words, but yeah, that thing was fast.
Travis wants to know what you look forward to for the upcoming season the most is the X3, your new race buggy.
What I look forward to that upcoming season, honestly, just the racing aspect of it. We have a great group of four-wheeler racers. Like there's only a couple of us females, period, and maybe not even that many. It may just be me in the Missouri Mutter Series. For the most part, but the guys that are in this four-wheeler Missouri Mutter Series are second to none. They're so much fun. They've been there to support me, share tires, belt, whatever it is. What we're competing, but we're also helping each other, and I love that. And that's 100. I miss them, so I'm 100% looking forward to just getting back out there and having fun with them again. Is the X3 your new race buggy? For women's races, I'll say yes. For just general turbo races, I don't know. I want to keep it.
Yes, she's gonna do drag races in it.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's no different than you going straight on your four-wheeler.
Yeah.
You're just in a cage.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Very true.
What helps you stay brave or focused when you're nervous before a race?
Music.
What's your favorite song?
I don't have a favorite song. It's really not even about that. It's the beat. I need
The beat?
The beat. Yeah. The faster the song is, the faster I go.
What is the most fun memory you have made with Little Foxy and your adventures?
Oh. Well, I think that first time we raced with each other in that women's series
That was a
at
blast.
Arkansas. Yeah,
It was a blast.
it was great, and we did different types of racing in that. Again, I'd never done any of that, so just learning from you on how to do it.
We
What
did
would you?
anything from the short course to the mud course to
There were 3 or 4
the
different things.
horseshoe.
Yeah, I would love to do
The hill
something
and
like
hole.
that
Was it
again.
the hill and hole?
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't.
the hill and hole. It was awesome.
Right,
I agree.
right.
And not only that, but like all of the females we raced with,
Wonderful.
yes, they were amazing. You know, we had Amber Holder, we had Alicia Morris from Delta Off Road, we had Sarah Edgen from Delta Off Road, Cindy Nash from Missouri Mutters.
I think Haley Shipman.
Haley Shipman
Yeah.
raced. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Haley Shipman, we got her to race.
And also from Arkansas, she just recently went into her more side-by-side racing than four-wheeler, but Edgen.
Sarah. Yep.
Sarah, yeah.
Sarah, yes. The Delta.
Yeah.
Can you pull up that comment from Travis Shoemaker? Please. That's awesome. We were super excited to see you get a side-by-side. You're going to love it so much, and don't.
Yeah, well, I just want to, I don't know how to fix things, and I don't want to constantly be asking friends. So I just want to try to keep something running at all times.
Oh, Jamie Hayes says we need to hit the hill climb this year.
You know, I've seen Kira try that hill climb thing, and
we'll let April tell you guys the story. Go ahead. This is New Year's last year.
I've never seen her roll quite like it. She was almost at the finish line. I think she was at the finish line, and then somehow
I was in the practice round,
Okay.
April, but I would love to have been at the finish line.
It just seemed like you were done with that. Maybe it was a practice, but you were almost done with it, and then right at the very end, just flip.
At the loop 2, we had went down for New Year's last year, and I decided I was going to do Ride Epic's Knockout Hill Climb. I've never done hills. I'm not a hill killer. And we were doing the practice round, and the hill was straight down.
Straight down.
Halfway down, I hit my brakes, and we took a tumble. And then we go to draw chips, and I was the first one right back up there.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I took it a little easy at that point.
Right. I don't know that hill climbing is for me, Jamie. I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, we'll leave that to you. We'll watch, but
we'll
leave that to you. All right. Well, let's see. Do you have a name for any of your buggies?
I mean, just the high-heeled cheetah, I guess, for the four-wheeler. I didn't, and when the Cougar died, with this new machine, I hadn't really thought about it. So I guess I'll take recommendations if anybody has a name for.
It has a beautiful wrap on it. If you guys have not checked it out, it is on Facebook.
Absolutely gorgeous. Kind of the opposite colors of the four-wheeler, where it's orange with the black, cheetah print or leopard, whatever spots. Yes. This was all black with the orange, so I love it.
So we like to call you the snack dealer.
Yeah.
What would you say your favorite snack is when you're out riding?
Slim Jims. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Is there anywhere you would like to go with everybody to trail ride, somewhere you've never been?
I like trail riding anywhere. Like I love it. I love to trail ride. I think at the last Oklahoma event, you all are in the water, and I was out trail riding around the water by myself. I just like riding. So honestly, anywhere, especially new parks. There's several parks I've not been to that I'd like to try out.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap things up. Is there anybody you want to thank?
I mean, all of the Missouri Mudders, everybody that's been there and jumped in to help me, and I'm sure we'll continue to jump in because I'll need it. Just literally all of you.
Well, we appreciate you. Does anybody have any questions for April before we close this out? If so, go ahead and comment on. We'll pull them up on the screen, and she will try to answer them as best as she can for you.
I will try.
Let's see. But anyways, just to give you guys, again, we are going to OPE the second weekend of January, and we will also be at Jimmy Dean's New Year's event on New Year's.
Best moment you've had. So I can't remember the name. Was it Big River? That series at Big River? Over last winter, really, I know it was cold.
Yeah, so we started it in February, I believe.
Yeah. So, and there were 4 or 5 events total.
I believe 4.
I think that I was my best moment overall was that series, in that I was very proud of myself that I was able to take first place in the drags each time. not in the mud, but in the drag. So, I mean, I couldn't touch Dan or John or T-Dog in the mud races or the obstacle course, but I was 100%.
Josh was calling.
No, you know what? That new way is better looking in real life. But yeah, so I was just very proud of myself that I was able to take first place in the drags each time, each race. So
She said,
hey, it's Jake.
Hey Jake, I don't do hills, so you will not find me racing at Texplex. I'm not even taking my buggy. You guys will find me riding around in the heat with Jamie Hayes' wife, so I'll be enjoying the heat while you guys are freezing to death. I apologize, but I'm very thankful that they're going to let me ride with them, so. Also, December 13th is the Missouri Motors Party. Check it out on the Missouri Motors page. Make sure you guys check that out. And then, like I said before, we'll be at OPE in Arkansas, and we will be at Texplex in January for the New Year's event. Oh, you got another question. What do you think the biggest misconception about off-roading is?
That you have to have the biggest, fastest, most expensive machine. You don't. You just have to get out there and do it and pay attention to what's going on. And I mean, like I said, it's not all about that machine at the line being the fastest. Your reaction could be what gets you to across the finish line first. So
absolutely, especially when it comes to them lights. You
Yeah.
know, you gotta be on it.
Yeah.
All right, they want us to talk about the Sullivan Fair race, April.
Okay, remind me again which one that one was.
That was the one where you ended up on the wall.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah.
It was a short course race,
Yeah.
and they had a women's turbo and non-turbo race. I guess it was amateur and non-turbo. And then they had an advanced. And I did all three. April did the amateur.
Yeah,
I
I
did
don't
the
know.
amateur and non-turbo with us. And we're going to let her tell you about what happened.
I don't really know exactly what happened. We came around one of those turns, and I think I was trying to pass Nikki. If I'm remembering right, I was trying to pass Nikki on the turn, and I saw, oh, you know what? Hang on, let me back up. Nathan rolled it first. Nathan raced.
Yes, he did.
They let the boys, which I'll never understand that. They let the boys race before the girls, and are sharing a buggy, and you could in this series. So the men and the women, husbands and the wife shared, and there was a lot of them that did that. So, but for whatever reason, they let the men race the buggies first, and so he flipped. It didn't flip. He landed on his side. When he did, he bent an A-arm, and but it still drove or whatever. And I was up next to race, and before I got out on the track, I drove it up and down the parking lot. I'm like, this is not right. And I told Nathan and my son-in-law, I'm like, I'm having a hard time steering. I can't turn left. I think it was. I couldn't turn left very easily at all. It was really hard. And they're like, nah, it's good. You're fine. Go. so I get on the track, and I think I was coming around the turn, and I believe it was Nikki I was trying to pass at that point, and I saw an opening, and I went to turn left to try to get in around her. And when I did, I couldn't move, and went straight in that wall and then upside down. And I felt like I hung upside down for forever. I mean,
We were trying to get you out of it, and it felt like it was forever.
It felt like forever, but I do remember them telling me once they got me flipped back over, that it seemed like I was okay, but the sound bar was hanging down. I said, well, can I still race? And they're like, well, this might be a problem because the sound bar was like hanging off a little bit. I'm like, just rip it off, let me go. And they did. They ripped it off, and I went back out on the track, but that thing was done. The time being I had to go.
Well, I remember that race, and I remember when my mom was standing down at the bottom, which we tell her, do not stand at the starting or finish lines. And she's doing this, and then I hear something on the intercom that says she's in first place. So I thought I was done, and I drove straight off the track. Someone stopped me, and I turned right back around, and I got right back on the track.
That's funny.
Luckily,
I don't
had
think
a
I
far
knew
enough lead.
That's funny.
I didn't get behind, but I do remember that.
That's funny.
Mudmaster wants to know tips for a girl who just moved up in size on a quad.
What did you have, and what do you have now?
And Cece said you did great in the series at.
Oh, probably Big River.
Big
Thank
River.
you, Cece.
We will see what Mud Monster had and what she has now. Yeah, I would say. I mean, it's been a good year.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I was pretty happy with my finish for the four wheelers and the Missouri Mudders race too for drags. Obviously, I think I tied. Cece, you might remember it more than me, but I think I tied for fourth, fifth in drags, and that was with me missing an event. I was on vacation on one of those events. So,
welcome in Trail Addiction. Make sure if you guys haven't checked him out, go check out Trail Addiction Off-Road. He does a lot of podcasts as well. Both Outlander 1000Rs using portals for the first time. So April's does not have portals.
no, I'm not a mud girl on the four wheeler. Mine's strictly drags.
Right.
I'm not the right person to talk about or to answer that. But I'll tell you what, there's several people on here that are. Travis.
Here's one right here to talk to, Mr. Full Throttle.
Yeah, there you go. For sure.
Mr. Full Throttle, do you have any advice for Bud Monster who is now upgraded and is running portals on her four-wheeler? I 100% believe that because I raced the four-wheeler in the women's series that we competed in. Thanks to Shane Washburn. He was my buggy daddy for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had never been on a four-wheeler that fast. And, you know, he came up to me and said, hey, do you want to race? And my mom said, absolutely not. And I said, absolutely. And I found a chest protector. Actually, I took Keith's chest protector and I was in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't have a roll cage, so obviously it's not going to be, hey, Dan. Oh, I saw Nathan's picture. You're not going to be as comfortable, right? Because you don't have that protection around you. And you know that when you fly off, you're going to fly off. And like we said, that's happened. I have flown off, but I still like it better than the side-by-side. I don't know.
That happened to me at that last championship race for the women's. I came over that last hill and all I saw was side-by-sides and I was in the air.
Right, right.
You know, I was scared to death.
Yeah, but I would say, Mud Monster, talk to Dan Anderson's a good one to talk to. Travis, all of those, John Fox, all those, and Keith, all of those guys that you know race in the mud. T-Dog's another one. I don't know if he's on here, but I mean, all of those guys are who you should go to for that stuff.
All right. Well, we appreciate all of you guys joining us tonight, and we are going to shut this thing down. Oh, Mr. Full Throttle. I'd say get used to the way it's going.
And hold on tight. For
yes.
sure. For sure.
Well, I guess we're not going anywhere, guys. We're here with you, so let's have the questions. We are ready. Me, April, you know, anything.
I had a three-way tie for second. What is CC saying?
You had a three-way tie for second in the ATV.
For the Missouri Matters series. Thank you. That's yeah. I knew I was pretty proud of how I did and thought that I could have done even better had I not missed that race, but family vacation. So, you know,
That's
now I know to schedule a vacation around my so
it's always
Thank you.
hard, you know,
Yeah.
especially when you don't know the dates and
Yeah.
then you schedule it a year in advance and
Yeah.
things come up. I get it.
Yeah. No, thanks, Cece, for looking that up.
Listen, I was just happy. I was in the top 10 in the side-by-sides, and I was the non-turbo little engine that could.
Yeah.
So I was just happy to place where I did in the Missouri Motor
Yeah.
Series also.
100%.
Third, Travis was second.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought it was tied for third or fourth, something like that. So yeah, for sure.
Mr. Full Throttle, I might race a few times next season. Looking forward to spraying some juice for the first time. There you go, Full Throttle.
Excellent.
We have had, like I said, a blast this year.
Yeah.
Looking forward to next year. Hopefully I have big plans in the making. We'll see.
Gonna get another four-wheeler?
No, not a four-wheeler. Hoping for another side-by-side. I'm still going to keep the little engine that quick because that buggy's never let me down.
Yeah.
It does so good.
I agree. I said that about the Sportsman for a long time. I was never going to get rid of it. And then Dan and Nikki's Lexi was like, she needed a bike. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll sell it.
Yeah.
Nathan had never been so happy. So-
And they definitely get their use out of it. Them girls ride them things like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But all right, since we don't have any questions, we're gonna jump off here. I will see you guys next Tuesday with Isabella Edgen. She is a young one who just started this year from Arkansas who races with Delta Off Road, and we are super excited.
Yes.
Yes, we are. We're gonna try. We need to put some weight on Andrea because we know how them go-karts go. I always say it goes by weight.
Can Andrea wear steel-toed boots maybe or something like that? Yeah.
Can we put like lots of jackets and stuff on her? But we appreciate all you guys joining us and have a good night.
Bye, guys.